Jai Gurudev. Today we have with us two incredible guests, a senior faculty member at the Art of Living Foundation and a senior officer at Vedic Dharma Sansthan. They are here to share how the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, along with profound spiritual practices, can transform the lives of legal professionals, empowering them with clarity, resilience, and true success. Jai Gurudev, yes. How can the intense and stressful world of law benefit from Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji's wisdom? Jai Gurudev, yes, the legal profession demands sharp intellect, emotional control, and enormous patience. Gurudev's wisdom teaches us that true strength comes from within. His teachings on being centered amidst chaos help lawyers stay calm during trials, negotiations, and heavy workloads. When you operate from inner peace, your decisions are sharper and your arguments more powerful. Stress, which clouds judgment, gets eliminated at its root. Absolutely. Gurudev's vision combines ancient Vedic knowledge with the modern practicality. For a lawyer, every courtroom battle, client discussion, or contract negotiation becomes a sadhana or spiritual practice when approached with awareness, humility, and ethics, the very values Gurudev emphasizes. How do specific art of living practices help lawyers manage stress and perform better? Yes, Sudarshan Kriya detoxifies the nervous system. Regular practice melts away anxiety, bringing deep emotional resilience. A lawyer with a fresh, calm mind can argue with the laser like focus. Sahat Samadhi meditation. This effortless meditation technique helps tap into profound inner stillness in legal practice. Where burnout is common, Sahat rejuvenates the mind and sharpens intuition, a hidden weapon in litigation and negotiation. Padmasadhana, this special sequence of yoga postures, prepares the body and mind for peak performance, releasing deep seated stress, aligning body posture, and strengthening both stamina and serenity. Shakti Kriya for lawyers handling extremely high pressure cases. Shakti Kriya gives an energetic boost, it revitalizes the system, making the practitioner more dynamic and productive without mental exhaustion. And yoga practices, so regular yoga stabilizes the spine, important for long hours of sitting, and improves vitality, which every legal professional desperately needs. What role does Vedic Dharma Sansthan's practices play for lawyers? Vedic Dharma Sansthan preserves rituals that strengthen the mind's connection to cosmic energies. Gayatri Japa Sadhana, chanting the Gayatri Japa mantra, regularly refines intellect and wisdom, vital tools for drafting precise arguments and interpreting complex laws. Sandhya Vandanam Sadhana, a disciplined daily practice cleansing mind and body, bringing mental freshness, critical for sharp legal reasoning. Guru Puja Phase 1 and Phase 2. These powerful pujas open the heart and deepen gratitude and humility, essential qualities for ethical practice and true leadership in the legal domain. Sanyam sadhana of level 1 and level 2. Sanyam teaches deep introspection and mastery over senses. In courtroom battles, this inner mastery gives the lawyer emotional strength, patience, and strategic insight. Pujas and homams of fire rituals, Vedic homams like Ganapati homam and Navagraha homam bring prosperity, remove unseen obstacles, and bless the professional journey of lawyers. How specifically does meditation help in handling difficult clients, judges, and opposing counsels? Through Sahat Samadhi and Sudarshan Kriya, your mind becomes calm and your reactivity reduces. You develop witness consciousness. This means that even when clients are angry or a judge is harsh, you don't get pulled into emotional reactions. You listen better, think clearer, and respond thoughtfully, which is your superpower in the legal field. What about those who have long working hours? How can they sustain high energy levels? Yeah, practices like Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya are game changers. Even 20 minutes of Padma Sadhana refreshes the whole system like a deep sleep of 2 to 3 hours. Shakti Kriya supercharges you. Additionally, performing Sandhya Vandanam with Gayatri Japa daily renews vitality and sharpens cognitive functions, preventing burnout. How do Vedic rituals fit into the modern legal world? The essence of Vedic rituals like Agni Karyam, Guru Puja, and Upanayanam is to align individual energy with the cosmic rhythms. When a lawyer practices Agni Karyam daily or attends Vedic homams, it blesses their intellect or Medha Shakti and removes karmic obstacles, creating unseen support in arguments, judgments, and client relationships. How can reading Gurudev's books and listening to his talks help legal professionals? Gurudev says books like Celebrating Silence and Intimate Note to the Sincere Seeker and wisdom from the new millennium give practical wisdom on handling stress, relationships, decision making, and ethics for a lawyer. These insights help create a strong principled internal compass. Listening to his talks before big trials or decisions can infuse calm confidence and the ability to see the bigger picture beyond immediate stress. Can a lawyer maintain ambition and still be spiritual? Of course, Gurudev says be ambitious but also be inclusive. Spirituality does not kill ambition, it refines it instead of cutthroat ambition. You operate with excellence, ethics, and compassion, and paradoxically, you rise faster and farther. True success is not just having victories, but enjoying peace and respect in the journey. What final advice would you give to young lawyers inspired by this path? Start your day with Gayatri Japa and Sudarshan Kriya. Meditate with Sahat Samadhi. Attend Sanyam programs and stay connected with Vedic rituals and keep the wisdom of Gurudev alive in your daily decisions. You will not just win cases, you will win life itself. And remember, as Gurudev says, calmness, clarity, and compassion are the marks of real intelligence. In law and in life, embody this, and the world will be at your feet. Jai Gurudev, yes, so how can these practices improve a lawyer's ability to maintain ethical standards in a competitive field? Ethical decision making is rooted in inner clarity and a deep sense of conscience, which comes from consistent meditation practices like Sehat Samadhi meditation. In the presence and the pressure cooker of law, where ethical dilemmas can arise, maintaining clarity ensures that you never compromise your values. Gurudev teaches us that ethical integrity is not just about external appearances but internal alignment. When you meditate regularly, you tap into your higher wisdom, making it easier to make ethical decisions even when the situation is tough. Yes, ethics is the cornerstone of success. Sudarshan Kriya helps detox the mind, clearing mental clutter, allowing lawyers to access their deeper values without being swayed by external pressures. Vedic practices like Guru Puja Phase 1 and Phase 2 help build internal strength so a lawyer can remain firm in their values even when it seems like everyone else is bending the rules. Yes, Jagadev, how can RFMing tools help lawyers maintain work life balance, especially with their demanding schedules? Lawyers often face long, intense working hours that make it hard to maintain a healthy work life balance. Yoga and Padma Sadhana are crucial for this. These practices keep the body in balance, releasing stress from sitting long hours. So, Darshan Kriya, on the other hand, ensures that mental clarity and fatigue doesn't overwhelm you so you can leave work behind when you need to. Producing and practicing meditation allows you to disconnect from the stress of the job, ensuring that when you are at home, you are fully present with your family and personal life. Another important tool is Sanyam Sadhana, which can help lawyers control the urge to constantly keep working, allowing them to make conscious decisions about where their energy should go. It helps develop a discerning mind that can differentiate between work that's necessary and work that's driven by unconscious stress or over ambitions. Lawyers often need to deal with adversarial relationships, be it with clients, judges, or opposing counsel. How do these practices help in managing such interactions? Gurudev teaches us to see the divinity in everyone, no matter how difficult they may seem. With practices like Gayatri Japa Sadhana and Sudarshan Kriya Sadhana, you cultivate an attitude of compassion and detachment. This doesn't mean being passive or weak, but learning to respond with wisdom and calmness rather than reacting with frustration or aggression. When a lawyer adopts this approach, they can manage even the most heated conflicts with grace, ensuring their actions are not driven by ego or fear. Exactly, the power of Sanyam Sadhana, Sandhyavandanam Sadhana, is that it helps to reduce any emotional charge that might arise in confrontational situations. Lawyers can use this to keep their inner state unaffected by external dynamics, allowing them to engage from a place of neutrality and strength. By staying calm, lawyers can also maintain their objectivity, ensuring that they make decisions that are fair and just without getting caught up in unnecessary trauma or emotions in the legal profession. Many lawyers work under constant pressure. How does Art of Living help individuals manage anxiety and fear of failure? One of the first things that Sudarshan Kriya does is to clear mental stress, allowing you to be in the present moment. It releases stored up anxiety and fear. A lawyer who practices this regularly is able to face high pressure situations with a sense of peace, knowing that failure is not the end but an opportunity for growth. Said Samadhi meditation teaches you that you are not your thoughts or emotions. You are the observer. This understanding helps you not get bogged down by fear of failure or the judgment of others. When anxiety creeps in, it's often a sign that we are disconnected from our core. Sanyam and Padmasadhana help reconnect you to your inner strength and stability. The more rooted you are in your practice, the less fear can affect you. Gurudev's teachings also emphasize that failure is simply a stepping stone to success. This reframes failure from something to be feared into an experience to learn and grow from. How does Shakti Kriya enhance a lawyer's performance, especially during critical moments like trial presentations? Shakti Kriya is a powerful practice that awakens your energy centers, giving you heightened vitality and focus. When you practice Shakti Kriya, you activate your internal power, enabling you to think clearly and act decisively, which is essential in trial presentations. A lawyer with this practice can stay composed while delivering arguments with confidence, energy, and clarity. This is crucial during moments of intense pressure or when engaging in complex legal matters where focus and clarity are paramount. Shakti Kriya can also help in aligning the mental, emotional, and physical aspects of the lawyer. This alignment boosts confidence and inner strength. So, when a lawyer steps into the courtroom or into a negotiation, they aren't just relying on external knowledge, they are radiating an inner presence that commands respect, which adds immense power to their words and actions. What role does Guru Puja play in enhancing a lawyer's connection with their work and purpose? Guru Puja is a practice that deepens your connection with your spiritual guide, infusing you with their wisdom and grace. For lawyers, this practice helps to maintain a sense of purpose, ensuring that your work aligns with a higher ethical and spiritual standard. It also protects you from the ego's subtle influences, allowing you to act not from self interest but from a place of service and contribution to society. Lawyers who engage in this regularly will find their work feels more fulfilling and meaningful as they are aligned with a higher purpose. Furthermore, Guru Puja helps create mental clarity and inner peace. It can be particularly useful for lawyers dealing with difficult cases or situations that require them to navigate complex moral landscapes. By doing Guru Puja, they invoke guidance and support from their spiritual master, which ensures they are making decisions that are not only legally correct but also ethically sound. Finally, what would you say to young lawyers who might be skeptical about incorporating spiritual practices into their legal careers? To those young lawyers, I would say don't dismiss the power of spirituality. It's not about religion, it's about tapping into a deeper wisdom and a higher version of yourself. The tools we teach at the Art of Living meditation, yoga, breathing techniques are practical, powerful, and extremely effective in enhancing your career. They offer real results, less stress, better clarity, more success, and a greater sense of fulfillment in the work that you do. The legal profession demands a great deal of intellect. It also requires deep integrity, emotional intelligence, and resilience. These qualities are developed through spiritual practices. If you want to be a lawyer who truly excels, not just in terms of cases, but also in terms of personal fulfillment and ethical practice, incorporating these teachings will elevate your career in ways you can't even imagine. Thank you for sharing such profound insights into how the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji, combined with the practices of the Art of Living and Vedic Dharma Sansthan, can transform the lives of legal professionals. Your wisdom has surely opened many doors for our listeners to explore how they can elevate their practice with mindfulness, clarity, and spiritual integrity. Jai Gurudev.